No sound. Oh, there we go. Okay. Retweet my scope. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that. Nah. You guys hear me? Do you hear me? I'm a lost soul. Let me know when you can hear me. If you could retweet my scope, that'd be great. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm up early. I'm up early with the coffee cup. It's 8 a.m. I've been up since about 5:45, but I get up nice and early. If you want to retweet my scope. So yesterday I was banned. I was banned for being bad. So, yeah, our buddy reported me, and they took me down, all for talking about him. Every tweet that I got a 7-day ban for was because I was talking about him. So he definitely has an inside track to Twitter. Definitely, no doubt about it. They even banned a couple of my friends just for associating with me. They got 12-hour bans. So I had a couple friends who got 12-hour bans. I got a 7-day ban. And we're not allowed to mention this douchebag's name anymore. That was a clear signal from Jack Dorsey for me to shut my fucking mouth, that I will not talk about his bitch. So I can't talk about his bitch anymore. He sent me a clear sign that that's his bitch, and he will not have me speaking out on his bitch. They banned me for 7 days. My feelings are really hurt. 7-day ban. I'll learn my lesson. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna violate and try to get around the ban on another handle. Wink, wink. And I promise not to make another account of my 10,000 accounts. And fuck that guy. Fucking hell. Yeah, so they gave me a 7-day ban for being a bad boy. Bad boy. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. How dare I speak out against fucking Jack Dorsey's bitch. Can't have that. Set me on a gaycation. Set me on a gaycation. We know who was violated. Sent me on a gaycation. I got a Jack Dorsey gaycation. Picking on his little boyfriend. How dare you, sir? Pick on my bitch. My little right-wing bitch. It's not who you know, it's who you're blowing. Ch-ch-ch-ch-chang. But yeah, 7 days. 7 days. I'm really saddened by it. I'll probably end up with a permanent ban, though. I expect the account to be taken. I'm not even expected ever to get back on it. I'll tell you the truth. I had way worse tweets than that yesterday. The ones I even got in trouble for aren't even the tip of the iceberg, what I was tweeting yesterday. Yeah, I had a lot worse tweets than what they got me for yesterday. So I'm on my gaycation. I'm on my gaycation and enjoying time on my new handle. That scope was worth it, though. It was. It was. I'll do it again, too. I'll do it again. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing will ever stop me from talking. See, that's the point I'm making with all these fucking douchebags. I'm not going to stop talking. Yes, that's right. It's not who you know. It's who you blow. So Ali was all ass hurt. Oh, Jack, he's picking on me. Can you save me? Can you save me, Jack? Karl Rove used to hump me in the ass. Please save me, Jack. Ban him, Jack. I wonder if they play fucking Titanic. Oh, yeah. Chang. Fucking. So 7 days. 7 days. I had so many fucking little pussy conservatives yesterday running on my timeline. How dare you, you bigot! How dare... I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off my timeline. There's so many pansy conservatives out there. You would not believe. Rush Limbaugh and Mike Savage and them guys are right. Who are these fucking people that have stumbled into the Republican Party? Where the fuck did these guys come from? Where the fuck did these guys come from? All of a sudden, we got these fucking do-goodies up in the Republic. Oh, you can't be that way. Get the fuck out of here, guy. The fuck is this shit? I never seen nothing like it. Fucking soft right. That's what I call it now. It's like soft serve ice cream. The soft right. Oh, we can't have that. Oh, my feelings. Oh. And then they're just fucking pathetic. Really. The soft right is pathetic. I heard that yesterday. I heard that there was a 16-year-old boy. I don't know how true this is, but the person was in my scope. And they said that this dude was hitting on a 16-year-old boy and saying he wanted to get him drunk and do some shit with him. I don't know how true this allegation is, but I was in here talking, and people were typing about it in chat there, and they were saying that this dude was fucking hitting on a 16-year-old boy. Yeah, some fucking conservative he is, hitting on little fucking boys. But yeah, I was watching the chat and I saw it and I was, whoa, you know. The girl's in there. She's like, I was watching his scope and he was hitting on a 16-year-old fucking child. This guy's a fucking scumbag. But yet, you know, you can't speak out against these things, you know. These fucking gaycations, they're protected by their fucking butt fucking ways, but, you know, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. They're butt fuckers. How dare you speak out against a butt fucker? But hey. But yeah, I saw it, dude. I saw that. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I did see that too. I was very appalled. I was like, whoa. If the allegations are true, I tend to believe the person that was talking about it. I tend to believe, you know. You can't trust a butt fucker. I'm being honest. We all know it's immoral to fucking begin with. There's no secret to my hard lines and hard stances on certain issues. I'm not pro a lot of stuff, and everybody knows that. That's why I'm hated, because I don't hide it. I don't shun away from it. I stand by my morals. Do I think it's morally wrong to be a butt fucker? Absolutely. Absolutely. I always have. If you read the Bible, man, Simon and Gomorrah, man. I mean, if you actually believe in God and believe in the Bible, you know it's fucking wrong. But, you know, hey, who am I? I'm just a guy who has his own thoughts, but I find it wrong. I'm not down with homosexuality. I'm not down with any of that. I never have been. It's no secret. I don't hate them. I'm not down with it. I don't find it morally correct, and I never will. That's just my stance on it. You know, call me whatever you want for having fucking morals. You know, hey, that's just life. That's life if you have morals, I guess. You know, I mean, I don't have anything against gays. I just don't believe in it. And I don't believe in them ways, and I never have. You know, that whole love who you want to fucking love movement and all that shit. Oh, fuck that. I'm not of that fucking culture, and I never will be. I'm of the culture to keep your fucking dick out of little boys' butts, you fucking freaks. You know, and yesterday when that person was in here and they were talking about how this dude was sitting on a 16-year-old boy, all I could think of was, yeah, another fucking weirdo wanting to stick his fucking dick in a little boy's butt. You know, and that's always what it boils down to, right? I mean, it always boils down to degeneracy and fucking child molesters that want to fuck little boys in the butt. And they're the fucking scummiest of the scum, right? So here's this dude on fucking Periscope talking about wanting to put it in a 16-year-old child's butt. And people are supposed to call this guy a fucking conservative? Now, this is allegedly, but this is what the people were saying in my scope. And these are the fucking degenerates that are being let into the Conservative Party. The fucking lowlifes, the scumbags. Who hide behind, oh, I'm gay. Oh, fuck your gayness. You fucking want to fucking hump little boys in the butt, you fucking weirdo. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The fucking degeneracy that's being allowed in the Republican Party. The filth, the slime, the scumbags. When did we start fucking tolerating fucking little child butt humpers in the Republican Party? I don't know when that started, but that's got to fucking stop. And it's absolutely disgusting that I even read that comment. Now, this is allegedly, but hey, I tend to believe the person. You know, they said they saw it on video. I'm telling you how I really feel. I don't give a shit what comes out of my mouth. Everybody knows. Everybody knows I'm a hard stance kind of guy. I don't hide how I feel about certain issues. And fucking pedophiles don't deserve to fucking walk this earth. I've always thought that. If you're going to hurt a kid, you're a fucking scumbag. And that's just the way it is, right? I mean, fucking pedophiles are the worst. And when I hear there's a conservative that's trying to court little fucking boys, I have a fucking problem with it. And I'll speak out against it. That's why he had me banned from Twitter, by the way. It was more because I found out he was trying to fucking hump little kids in the butt, but they don't like it when you find out about their fucking dirty deeds. But that scope ain't coming down where that person typed that either. I hope law enforcement saw that. I hope law enforcement watches that scope and sees that that person in that chat said he was trying to hump a little boy in the butt. I hope so. I hope they question his fucking ass about it and they find the video where he said it. I don't care, 16 is still a little kid, right? 16 is still a little kid. 16 is not a fucking adult. If you're trying to sexually entice a 16-year-old, you're a fucking child molester. Plain and simple. There's no doubt. There's no saying it's okay. It's fucking gross. And when that person typed that in my chat, I was appalled that they said it happened on video. I was appalled. I was disgusted. I was sickened. But this is the kind of fucking trash people follow, right? The kind of fucking trash. The filth. The fucking sick. And we watch this go on. And how these degenerates hide in the Republican Party. They use fucking I'm gay to hide in the Republican Party while they're trying to court 16-year-old boys. I'm not okay with it. But then again, I told you all this guy was a butt fucking loser, but, it is what it is. And I'm sure my Periscope will be banned. There's no doubt about it. But, hey, at least I'm speaking out against this fucking degenerate. This fucking, in this age of what's going on with these adults that prey on children, you must speak out against this. You see what's going on in society right now with R. Kelly and other people who are getting caught fucking victimizing children. And you got to speak out against it when you see it. And when someone comes into your chat and they're like, did you see the video of him trying to get a little 16-year-old boy drunk? And they're conveying to you this message. It's up to you to say something about it. It's up to you to call these people out. And it's absolutely disgusting that this is going on. And people are giving this fucking loser a platform, right? And he's trying to prey on fucking children. Why would you give a fucking loser a platform or even a fucking voice just because they call themselves Republican? If people are seeing this guy hit on 16-year-olds, Absolutely. Are you the person? So Queen Notifa is the one that saw this guy hitting on a 16-year-old child, a little boy. And this guy, Ali, I don't know him, but Queen Notifa here is the one who saw him hitting on a 16-year-old boy. That makes him a fucking predator in the fucking essence of it. And this is the fucking trash that we're letting in the Republican Party. The fucking trash, the filth. There's no secret I don't like that guy. I knew that guy was bad news 2 years ago. There's never been a secret I cannot stand Ali. There's no secret. I knew he was a fucking degenerate. I knew he was a fucking predator. He had it written all over his face. Me and all my friends saw it. We were like, this guy's a fucking predator. And, so we didn't like him from the start. We knew. You just know certain things and how people carry themselves and what they're really up to. And we could see him for what he was, right? He's like an R. Kelly. He's like one of those guys, a fucking monster. And when you can tell somebody's a fucking monster. And this is the guy who got on Scope and made a threat with a weapon at one point. He was, he wouldn't get fucking 2 feet near my house, I can tell you that. But this guy, he's a fucking scumbag. But, this girl, she saw him on video. Whether that, I say put the video out. I'm sure there must be a copy. But, if you're hitting on 16-year-old boys, you're a fucking predator. You're a fucking predator. And you're out to victimize children. But this is the shit and the slop that Dorsey allows up onto social media, right? This is the shit that the Jack Dorsey allows on social media. The preying upon children. Like I said, we're living in the age of, where R. Kelly's getting exposed, Harvey Weinstein, this Ed Buck guy, all of these fucking degenerates who are protected by money and power, right? So you have all these degenerates that are protected by money, power, and politics. And lo and behold, they're all sexual predators preying on the weak, the people who can't protect themselves. And you watch it go on. And people give these guys a platform and call them good guys. And how people can sit and listen to this guy who a girl just said in my scope, he was preying on a 16-year-old boy. And you're okay with this guy because he's got a cool name with 3 letters. How can you be cool with this guy preying on little boys? It makes you a fucking pedophile enabler, even if he's got Republican on the front of his fucking name. It don't matter whether you're conservative, Democrat, independent. If you're a fucking pedo and you're hunting down 16-year-old boys, you're a fucking pedo. And I'll speak out against it. Grown men have no right to entice 16-year-old boys. No men, 30-year-olds, do you think they have fucking rights to 16-year-old boys? Are you saying that's okay? That's okay for this grown man to be grooming 16-year-old boys on social media? No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Matter of fact, this motherfucker should get up on social media and fucking apologize to that young man. Apologize to that boy. You fucking predator. But this is the shit I'm talking about with social media, right? In the age of R. Kelly and all these other fucking scumbags. I can't stand predators, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes into your scope and people point it out, you gotta make a point to call it out. No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. And the fact that it was said in my scope, I'm like, whoa. I always thought the guy was a douchebag, but I didn't know he was a fucking predator on top of it. I was like, whoa, Republicans need to be aware of what these people are doing. Republicans need to be aware, absolutely. I don't care, you know. Like I said, just because he's a Republican, hitting on 16-year-old boys doesn't give him a pass. Matter of fact, it makes it worse. Because people are giving this fucking douchebag a platform. Should be muting his ass, too. But yet, they call us hard-leaning right guys the bad guys. Right? They call us hard-leaned right guys the bad guys. But we're not on social media trying to prey on 16-year-old boys. Or 16-year-old girls. We're the exact opposite. If being hard right makes us bad, we'll take that. We'll take that because we're not doing those things. We don't commit crimes. We don't hit on children. We don't do those things. I was disgusted to see that he has so much media attention now and no one said anything. See, this girl witnessed this Queen Notifa. She witnessed this man hitting on a 16-year-old boy. And no one called him out in the scope. Nobody said anything. They allowed him to hit on a 16-year-old boy. And yet nobody said nothing. No one said anything. They allowed it to go on. Because he had Republican in front of it. Well, shame on you Republicans that were fucking watching this guy. And didn't say anything. Shame on you. Shame on you. In the age of this shit that's going on, we ain't having it. We're not having it. You're going to speak out against it. So if you're hitting on 16-year-old boys, don't think you're going to get away with it. Don't think you're just going to do it and nothing's going to get said about it. Because, you know, this shit will go viral, man. It'll come out. It'll come out because I just talked about it. It'll come out because, you know, like I said, darkness always goes to light. You know. You know, it is. We, like I said, Bill, we live in the era of accountability. You know, with, you know, the R. Kellys, the Kevin Spaceys, the Harvey Weinsteins, all of these degenerates, you know, we have to hold them responsible, especially for the kids. I mean, I just get done watching last night. I just get done watching Surviving R. Kelly, and you can't help but feel for these parents, man. They're out in front of his studio trying to get their fucking children back, and this dude's in there. He's running a sex cult. He has these girls locked in rooms. They're pissing in buckets, you know, and you're listening to these stories from these families, and you're like, oh my God, could you imagine if that's your own kid? And you know, and the father's right. The father's right. The father's right. You know, you don't know how these parents feel. You know, you feel for them, but you definitely can't get in their heads. And you know, imagine your daughter being stuck in a fucking a dungeon with R. Kelly, who's a definite degenerate scumbag. And I don't have any of his stuff. I don't pay attention to his shit. I don't want nothing to do with the guy. The guy creeps me out. I only know about this because of Queen Notifa here that comes into my scope and has been typing about it. I don't know anything about the alleged video. The only thing I know is what she said. She said he was hitting on a 16-year-old boy and was enticing a 16-year-old boy. That's all I know about this. But I tend to believe her. I don't know where this video is. I don't follow the guy. I know he's already a degenerate. I don't follow degenerate scumbags. That's just, I don't. I've had this guy on block for 2 years. He'll never come out of it. I know who he is. I know what kind of guy he is. I've never, you know, like I said, these kind of people, you can tell what they are. You don't, it doesn't take rocket science. And I've never followed the fucking degenerate, and I never will. His name was Christopher. Okay, so a 16-year-old boy named Christopher. That's all I know about this. So allegedly, because you got to say allegedly, there was a 16-year-old boy named Christopher that this 30-something-year-old man was sitting on, live on Periscope. Am I right, Queen Notifa, as I tell this story? Now, I don't know Queen Notifa. I just know the story she's telling in the channel here, in the chat. So allegedly, he was in a Periscope, and he was hitting on a 16-year-old boy named Christopher. And yeah, he's a degenerate, man. A 16-year-old boy. Who the fuck is this guy? 30-something-year-old man hitting on a little boy. That's a predator. You know, if it happened. You know, I don't have the video. I would love to get my hands on the video. I'd love to get my hands on the video if it's out there. And if people see things like this, they have a responsibility. Here's another thing. If you're an adult and you're sitting in someone's Periscope and you see something like this, and you see a grown man hitting on a child, don't be afraid to pick up that phone. Don't be afraid to call the police and turn their ass in. If you see this go on, you call somebody. You don't know where this guy's going with this. You don't know if he's got creep factor 7,000 and if he's actually going to victimize this child. You don't know. So when you see something like this go on, especially live on a video, for Christ's sakes, pick up the phone. Report this motherfucker to the police. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it as in, oh, well, nothing happened live on the video. He was just talking about it. Fuck that. Pick up the phone and call the fucking police. It's degeneracy. It's pedophilia. 16 is still a child. It's still a boy. And let me tell you, 16-year-olds shouldn't have to worry about 30-year-old men hitting on them on Periscope. Well, allegedly there's a user in here who's talking about a e-celebrity that was hitting on a 16-year-old boy. And it's not okay. Whether how true that is, I don't know, but it's up to us as other people with platforms to call this behavior out, right? So here I am. I'm calling that behavior out because it's not okay. It's not okay to hit on a 16-year-old boy as a 30-year-old man. What right does he have? That's some balls. And shame on those Republicans that didn't say anything, that were in that Scope channel. Shame on you. You enabled victimization of a child. You're just as fucking bad, in my eyes, if you saw that and let that go on. But this is the shit I'm talking about in America today. The degeneracy. The downright filth. The sick. The disgusting. This is the shit I'm standing up against. You know, a lot of people call me, you know, a troll, or you know, he's too outspoken. Well, you gotta be, man. These people are raping our children. These people are scumbags. They're the fucking dirt of the earth. Well, hey, you know, if you know about it, if you can get your hands on it, I would love to see it. I would love to see it all. I mean, put it out. But if they have it, you know, but hey, you know, this is what I'm talking about, though, the degeneracy. But anyway, keep your fucking kids away from that dude. That's all I'm saying. Keep your fucking kids away from that guy. Fucking scumbag. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. The degeneracy in America is disgusting. The pedophilia is disgusting. And we got to protect kids. That's all I'm saying. You know, I remember. See, oh, the other people know it. Okay, so here's another guy. I remember when Ali hit on that kid. Chris was his name. Ask Thor about it. So now I have two people confirming that this guy Ali hit on children. Two people now confirm what they're talking about. I didn't even know about this. This just came to my attention. So I have a bunch of people running into my Scope right now talking about how this grown-ass Republican was hitting on a 16-year-old boy. Yet people want to follow this fucking degenerate. They want to give this fucking degenerate a fucking platform. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this where the Republican Party is now? We're aiding and abetting pedophiles? Is this where the Republican Party's at? Because if this is what's fucking going on, I'm taking a fucking hike. I'm out of here. I'm not kidding. Like, I will not share a fucking a political movement with fucking predators. It's just not going to happen. Now I got 2 people that confirm this. 2 people are in here confirming this. Do you think I'm going to share my Republican Party with fucking predators? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. Yeah, it's allegedly this guy right here. Hold on. Where is he? Yeah, him. Y'all know him? Where is it? I can get his fucking picture up there. Where is it? I got banned yesterday for being, because I'm outspoken. It's this guy right here. The guy's allowed to do what he wants on social media. It's this guy, allegedly. Okay? Just so you guys know when you're informed. This is what these 2 people in my scope are talking about. This guy here was hitting on a 16-year-old boy. And they showed proof. Allegedly. But if he did do this, and there's proof out there, this fucking guy's a creep. This fucking guy's a creep. Why is anybody even giving this fucking lowlife predator a platform? And why are they letting him? Unbelievable. If this occurred, I would love to see the evidence of this. Apparently people have that. But if people are following this degenerate who's hitting on 16-year-old boys, shame on you. I'll throw you in the same barrel as being disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'm sickened by it. I didn't know about this till yesterday, till somebody came in the channel and was like, yeah, this guy was hitting on a 16-year-old boy and was, you should see the text. It's really gross. I didn't know. I didn't know. This is the first time it ever. I don't follow this guy. I always knew he was a degenerate. I knew it. I just, I don't follow him. But now that I do know, I'm like, oof, I'm not surprised. Hello. Yeah. You can spot him a mile away. So we know he's a fucking degenerate. But, nobody said anything. So people were okay with this guy fucking, talking about a 16-year-old boy. ALI. He's quite the Twitter personality. Let's just put it that way. But he's hitting on little boys. And I consider a 16-year-old a little boy. I don't care what anybody says. If you're hitting on little boys at 16, you're a fucking scumbag, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But, hey. Wow. I'm blown away by this. I really am. I am blown the fuck away by it. What I've been told about this guy. 2 people now in my Scope channel. 2 people have said this. 2 people. It can't be a lie if all these people saw it, man. It cannot be a lie if all these people saw him hitting on a little boy. Yeah. All these people cannot be telling a lie. I'm absolutely fucking disgusted. Disgusted. But I have no sympathy for fucking predators or child molesters or people that hit on children. I got no sympathy for them. I have nothing nice to say about them. That is life. I'm an adult. You know who I date? Adults. Anybody who is sexually enticed by children is a scumbag. Plain and simple. If you're enticed by children, you're a scumbag. If you're enticed with anybody, even I think of it like this, right? So I'm a 40-year-old, right? I'm 40. And I won't date anybody under 30. I consider it degeneracy to even do that, to even go under 10 years. I don't know. I have that moral conviction that I would never date anybody 10 years in the gap. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's my personal preference. I find that people 30 and under are immature for my mentality. One, I could never, intellectually even talk to somebody under 30 in a romantic manner or, life building kind of ways. I just think we wouldn't jive. It wouldn't end well because we'd have nothing in common. So I look at relationships, you got to have some kind of foundation and be mentally on the same wavelength as another person that you're with. It's not that I'm putting down people under 30 or anything like that. It's just that, most people date people their own fucking age. I mean, that's really what it's about, right? Companionship, finding the other person that's more your age and stuff like that. With pedophiles, they don't see that. They don't see the age what it is, right? So when these scumbags, they prey on children, they don't know, the age, they don't see that, and yeah, it's scummy. It's scummy. I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, in this age of Me Too and the R. Kelly stuff like that, if you see people hitting on children, you can't allow it. You can't allow people to hit on children. You just can't. Well, I was just giving a number, Amberlina. In general, a 10-year difference, I think, is about the max you can have with, even adult dating. It was just a number. I'm in my 40s. I would never date anybody under 30. I'm just saying. It's just, I find it taboo. I don't know. I probably wouldn't even date somebody under 35, to be honest, but that's my preference. I like adults. That's usually, what life is about, right? Yeah, you always got to keep an eye on your kids. Oh yeah. I'm just saying, with what we learned here today from these two people, I'm just saying, you bring your kids around that guy, you better fucking keep your eyes on him. Don't let him around. Don't let him around your children. That's all I'm saying. Is don't let them around. Absolutely. I'm like, whoa, And I didn't say this. These people did. So it's got nothing to do with me. I have no association with this guy. I'm just repeating what these people typed. So like I said, allegedly, he hit on a little boy. It's disgusting. Disgusting. They're saying the difference between me and the husband. Been married for 34 years. Well, see, there you go. Okay, so 10 years. That's not uncommon. That's not uncommon. Especially, back in the day, a lot of, grandmothers and grandfathers is 6-7 year difference. It all depends, I guess. Back in poor America, it was hard out there, man. It was hard in poor America. The world was a lot different then, though. A lot different. But I thank you for you guys who came forward with this. If you could get that video and get that out there and make it trend so I can see it, I would appreciate that. If you can get the video in the text that you're talking about, I would love to see that. And I think you owe it to the Republican Party to show everybody that, if you've seen this go on. So if you guys can obtain that and ask around, I am on Twitter, 0H0UR, and you tweet that right at me. I'll make it famous. I swear to God, I will make it fucking famous. I have a lot of high-profile friends, and we'll make it fucking famous. If you can find that, we will get it to trend, and we'll mute this motherfucker. We will mute him. He will get muted online. Trust me. It will trend. I have a lot of high profile friends, and if you see this video of this guy hitting on a little boy, yeah, get it to me. Get it to me. I will absolutely. I will get that thing a buzzing. See, I have a unique set of skills online. I tend to cause commotions, and the one thing I don't like is people who victimize kids. So, if you can get a hold of that, and get it to me, I'll definitely make it famous. I will definitely let her out. I will unlock the door. Trust that. It will get unlocked. That's the one thing I hate is people who hurt children. Or try to hurt children. Or try to victimize. That's right. No, it's 2 zeros. 2 zeros. 0HOUR1. Oh yeah, if there's a video, people need to know. Absolutely. If there's a video, people need to know. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is allegedly. Until I see the video. And if I see the video and it says it, man, it'll go from allegedly to, oh my God, it's true. And it'll get out there. One thing I don't like is a fucking child abusing scumbag. I can't stand that. Ugh. But if you can get me that. But yeah, I'm on. Just all you had to do, get it to me. 0HOUR. Hey, on another note, you see Rosenstein's out. We're gonna have a new AG. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I'm totally disgusted. I feel like I'm gonna puke. Ugh. Man, keep an eye on your kids, man. You never know who's fucking lurking. But yeah, get me that. Get me it, man. I'll make them famous. Get me the video, if you can. Ask around, whoever you got to get it from. You two go get it. Get it for me. Get it. Peace, everybody.